Mac told us earlier this week that you're able to play really all four positions up front. Uh, when did that come to be? I mean, is that something you were able to do last year as a freshman, or have you really focused on that this offseason?
I feel like that's what kind of I brought to the table my freshman year. That's something I feel like is unique about me is my willingness to play all four spots. A lot of people are, and I'm not saying about my team, but a lot of people are unique to one position. But where I pride myself is being coachable and being athletic enough to move around all along the line just so we can work in different fronts, different blitzes, and put a lot of different kind of packages in.
That would seem to fit very well with what Jay Bateman wants in terms of he talks about a positionless defense at times. You think that will help you see the field a lot this fall?
Definitely. That's something, like I said, I pride myself on. We do have a positionless defense, and just being available is what will get you on the field the quickest way possible. So you just got to be available in as many ways as you can.
Where are you playing at primarily?
Defensive end.
And okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Hey, Tomari, you just said you're playing primarily defensive end. How much work are you getting inside right now?
I get a lot of work inside. We go through two different team periods. In some one, I kind of focus on tackle, and if I can, I might even jump in at a little bit of nose for different packages. And then we go our second team, and I'll stay out at end, or if we go nickel defense or dime, I'll move back into tackle.
What was a bigger adjustment for you? One of those inside spots or end last year, as far as having to deal with the blocking schemes, reading, and all that kind of stuff?
Last year, I would say more of playing tackle because while you get contact a lot quicker, you also have to be a lot more patient and kind of let the rush progress for everybody else around you. If you kind of expose the integrity of the rush for everybody else, it could just set the whole defense apart. So playing tackle is a very key position when it comes to everybody rushing the passer.
And how have you progressed, and how much have you progressed in that respect from then and up to right now?
I feel like we've come quite a long way. Me and my teammates just having that chemistry there and being able to recognize each other's rushes and being able to balance it out mid-play so that we don't end up making a bust on defense.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, we'll go over to Gregory Hall.
Tomari, what are you trying to accomplish as a player this season?
For me, personally, I would like to bring the best out of all my teammates. Everybody here has so much ability. I'm pretty shocked about how good these young guys are. So what I want to be for them is an example and a leader being a young guy myself, understanding that we have sort of a young defense, at least up front, you know, age-wise and experience-wise. I just wanted to be able to be somebody who sets the tone so that we could set a tone as a defense and make our mark as one of the best defenses in college football.
What kind of leader are you? What's your leadership style?
For me, it's always been by action. People know I'm a hard worker. I go in and do my extra reps here and there, just trying to get better each and every day. But what I kind of realized during the off season was it doesn't matter if you go in and do extra reps by yourself because you're not bringing anybody else with you. So what I try to focus on is speaking up more, giving more critiquing myself hard and holding guys accountable, making sure guys are working on their weaknesses so that those can eventually become strengths, and just trying to bring everybody along with me.
Thank you.
Okay, Greg Barnes.
Tomari, how beneficial was it for you back in the spring when everybody you had to leave campus to be able to go home with your brother and have a workout partner, as it were?
Well, during the fall, we were in the same lift group, but we didn't lift next to each other. So going home, it was like I'm not going to let him outwork me, and he's not going to let me outwork him. So it was always just kind of thing where we were both just kind of climbing. And that kind of competition, that kind of almost rivalry really pushed us hard in the offseason during the spring.
I imagine there's a lot of food eaten in the house Was that an issue ever?
No, sir, not really. Our parents made sure that, we got what we needed. The people here, whatever was any kind of care packages, we always got what we needed. We were on top of it.
Thanks, Tomari.
Of course.
Here for one.
Did you say me?
Mark. Mark,
Okay.
Mark Armstrong, you got your hand raised?
Yeah, Tomari, we've heard a lot about your brother's art skills. So I know you must have some kind of a hidden talent. What do you have in your bag that way?
Art actually kind of runs in the family. None of us really kind of were taught how to draw. We all just kind of know how, from my dad to my uncle to Tomon. My sisters are crazy good artists. Like, it is unbelievable. And I dabble in it here and there. I like to do photorealism, graphic art, things like that. So it's just kind of a talent we all kind of share.
Thank you.
All right, Ross, you're up now.
Hey, Tomari, you spoke about some of the younger players. I mean, who are some of the freshmen you think are standing out on the defensive line?
Ooh, we got a really good young group. Clyde Pender, I mean, super explosive. I haven't seen a big guy move like that in forever. Miles Murphy, he puts his head down, he works, he's being real coachable. He's not afraid to go out there and make mistakes, and he's not afraid to take the coaching. That's what I like to see out of him, because, nobody's going to be perfect, but you got to be willing to grow from that. As someone who really stuck out to me, they call him mini-me just because he's like 20 pounds lighter. But Kamen Rucker, that boy can fly. Like, that dude is super explosive, and I am very impressed by how he's been playing.
Awesome stuff there. And finally, what's your favorite lift? Your brother talked about your weightlifting in his previous interview. He said you're a beast in the weight room. What do you like to get after, and what do you think is your best, most effective lift?
I definitely have always been a fan of bench. I feel like, as dudes, people go in and lift, but what you really look at is the bench rack. Like, you're going to go in and see, who could bench press the most weight, especially being in my position, having to push guys around. It's kind of more of a pride thing. So I would say probably bench, but I will get underneath the squat rack. I do enjoy squat quite a lot.
Awesome. Guys being dudes.
That's it. All right, we'll wrap up tomorrow here. We're back with Gregory Hall.
So Tomari, who lifts more, you or your brother?
Me, most definitely. Without a question.
It's not close at all? Is you're just on top, you're just beating him down the whole time?
It's just one of those things where I can't let myself lose. If I see him go in there, he's going to throw on some serious weight, I'll throw on 5 more pounds just to be that kind of guy.